Hello people of YouTube, I'm John and I'm back again with another product spotlight. Today we have a locomotive from Scale Trains that was offered up by my friend James once again, who said, hey, I have something cool you should do a spotlight on. So who am I to say no? So let's get over to the workbench and take a look. Alright, so here's what we're looking at today. This is an HO scale ES44AH. That's made by General Electric, also known as a GEVO. And this particular model is made by Scale Trains. This is in their Rivet counter line. And it's the special CSX Armed Forces Unit, number 1776. If you go to scaletrains.com, you'll find that they have this in the DCC Ready version for $209.99. And they have it in the DCC and Sound Equipped version for $299.99. This is the DCC and Sound version, and it has an ESU version 5 decoder in it. So let's take a closer look. So looking at the detail on this model, including the paint detail, I should mention this. I'm looking at a prototype picture of this exact locomotive, and it seems to me like the paint on the model was done by taking a picture of the original. I mean, these little blocks all line up just where they're supposed to on the model. So it's a remarkably accurate paint job. And I've mentioned before when looking at a Scale Trains model recently that Scale Trains is one of the most super detailed models out of the box that you can buy today. And if you look on here, you can see there's a ton of detail. Look at the chain detail on the truck back here. There's all kinds of sort of undersill detail that is really a wonder to behold. When you look at these models close up and you're just kind of like, okay, well, I'm going to take an even closer look. And you do stuff like tipping it up, and you can see all the extra detail that they go to the lengths to add in there. It's remarkable. And this is no exception. I'm also looking at the grills back here. These look like photo etched grills, all of them. It's amazing how good the depth is on all of these little grills. And something else that's pretty cool that's also on the prototype is the windows have the flag on them, just like they do in the prototype. This is pretty cool. Alright, so speaking of really good detail, let's have a look. You can see there's a sunshade. You can see all of the little grabs up here around the cab area are very fine wire grabs, and they look excellent. There's also separately applied windshield wipers up in there, windshield wiper detail. That's remarkably fine detail. And the same thing goes for the grabs down here along the front. Lots of really fine wire grabs. There's an uncoupling lever here. You can see on the plow it has the grabs and the MU cable detail. Pretty cool. You can see the model is equipped with ditch lights, which it should be. This is a modern prototype. Very nicely done. And looking on this side, you can see a lot of the same details. MU cables hanging down. There's the wire grab attached on top of the plow. There's an air hose here. And I like how they have the cable, the MU cable, right, that goes into both receptacles. And there's even a little chain here holding it up. And if you look, you can see a red one in there, another MU receptacle, and of course the uncoupling lever. The detail on this is pretty remarkable. Also from this angle, you can see under the sunshade, I didn't point this out on the other side because I wanted to show you on this side, there's also a mirror. And so looking at the fireman side, you see a lot of the same kind of detail that you saw on the engineer's side, including the really good-looking grill details. Everywhere there's a grill. It looks like a photo-etched part. And if you tip the locomotive up, you can see underneath all that undersill detail I was marveling over on the other side. There's also a separately applied brake wheel back here. And it's funny, you know, looking at the astounding detail everywhere else, you might miss the brake wheel because everything else looks so good. It's incredible. The rear of the locomotive has similar detail to what you see on the front. Like, for example, the uncoupling lever, the MU cable, right, plugged into the receptacle with a chain, right, holding it up. MU cable's hanging down. There's an air line on the other side of the coupler. Wow. Looking at it from the other side, you can see the air hose, more MU cables, a spare knuckle. There's a spare knuckle on the other side of the plow as well that I missed because I'm marveling over everything else. And something else, there's a POW MIA logo on the back here. That's nicely rendered as well. This is pretty cool. Looking at the top, more amazing detail. These are photo etched grills that are set on top of this radiator area. And I don't know if you can see this, but underneath this photo etched grill, there's fan detail down in there. That looks really cool. Then you have your 5-chime horn here, and I don't know what all that stuff is, other than this is the AC, I know that, but all this other stuff here, that must be PTC antenna detail, right? Man, that's pretty awesome. So something that's pretty cool about this model is it has various running lights that come on with the sound. You can see the one just came on the walkway over the steps there. And there's one in the front, and there's also one in the back. It's pretty cool. Also, check out the rotating end caps on the axles. That's cool. Alright, so we're going to take a closer look at the lights now. The headlight comes on with F0, and then F6 turns on the ditch lights. You can activate the number boards, and also there's a little light on the side down here that's a step light for this stairwell that comes on when you turn the sound on. And that also comes on with the number boards. You can see that right back here. And then you can also see that the number boards also came on. And something else that this model does is when you blow the horn, the lights flash alternately. So, pretty cool. We'll take a look at the rear headlights now. Alright, and looking at the back, you can see there is a rear headlight, but when I push F6, there are no ditch lights in the back, and there's no number boards either in the back. This is a really interesting prototype, and I have to say that I like the fact that Scale Trains included that extra light over the steps on the engineer side. That's something that seems to be becoming a little bit more common practice today with the manufacturers, and I'm sure as time goes on, we're going to see more of that step lights, running lights, whatever they call them. And I don't know, there's something about these new sort of modern prototype locomotives that it really appeals to me. I think it's because that's the kind of stuff we see on the rails when we're out rail fanning. So I'm pretty impressed. There was something about the sound that to me sounded off, like maybe the speaker enclosure wasn't fully sealed or something like that. It sounded kind of tinny to me in person. But the model runs especially well, and just everything else about it is just really good. The prototype specificity is just off the charts. I was looking at the picture and it's just like, wow, really? This is a model, and I'm looking at a picture of the prototype and everything about it is almost exact. So excellent job, Scale Trains. I'll see you next time.